This morning, a new document coming to light claims in the mid-2000s, President Trump called police about Jeffrey Epstein. Among the 3 million Epstein files released by the Department of Justice last month is a 4-page FBI report on an interview the Bureau conducted in 2019 with the man believed to be former Palm Beach Police Chief Michael Ryder. Ryder and his detectives began investigating Epstein for human trafficking in 2004. According to the document, Trump called Ryder around that time and said, "Thank goodness you're stopping him. Everyone has known he's been doing this." Ryder also says Trump said he threw Epstein out of his club, and he was around Epstein once when teenagers were present, and Trump got the hell out of there. The former police chief says Trump told him to focus on Epstein's associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, saying she is evil.
Trump was one of the first people who was a whistleblower on Jeffrey Epstein. More evidence that Trump was the original Jeffrey Epstein whistleblower is coming out in the court documents. Trump was responsible for Epstein's first conviction. So you remember whenever this came out?
When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant.
I can tell you that I talked to President Trump back in 2009, and several times after that, he helped me. He got on the phone. He told me things that were helping our investigation.
I now see why Biden didn't release the Epstein files when he had 4 years to do so. I don't think anybody was predicting this. This is also one from 2016.
Bill Clinton.
Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of problems.
That island was really a cesspool. There's no question about it. Just ask Prince Andrew. He'll tell you about it. The island was an absolute cesspool.
So now that more of the Epstein files have been released and the president has been exonerated, I would like to see major news media outlet, all of the journalists, all of the people who smeared President Trump be sued by his administration. Because to accuse a president of abusing children, sexually abusing children, is absolutely deplorable. It's defaming. It's humiliation. It's a dangerous game to play. I mean, politics is really dirty and dark. I hope that President Trump bankrupt these people, and I hope that the politicians that went on their platforms and accused President Trump of being in the files of allegedly abusing children, I hope that they get sued, because this is something serious. Can you imagine his wife, his children, his grandkids having to see all of these smear campaigns being put out about the president? You know, it's absolutely unacceptable. So I would love to hear from the victims, name names. I don't care who it is. I don't care if this person is Republican, Democrat. If you hurt a child, you deserve to be exposed. And even after the files have been put out that President Trump was the first to go and report Epstein to the authorities, and he reported Ghislaine Maxwell, what did all of the other celebrities do? You all stood by and watched. What did the other politicians do? You took Epstein's money. You knew what was going on. Don't tell me for a second that neither one of you didn't know. You all hosted him. You had parties. You went to his place. We need to start holding these people accountable. And it's your favorite celebrities, your favorite talk show hosts. These people are in knee deep with Epstein, and they knew about it even after his indictment. So keep that same energy that you had for President Trump with the Clintons, with Jay-Z or whoever the case may be. Because there are a lot of people mentioned in those files. A lot of people. And the victims have been saying it for such a long time. You all have ignored them. You picked and choose who you want to target, and you targeted Donald Trump. You targeted him because you hate him. You dislike him. And to me, that is just not right. It's so wrong. And I hope he bankrupt all of you. All of you. You went on the social medias and put that out there.
No, that is not what Carolyn Levitt said yesterday during the press conference. She did not tell the American people that they're ready to move on from the Epstein scandal. In fact, it's just getting started. Maybe some folks over on the left, the propagandists and the liars, should take some active listening classes. Because if they actually listened to what she said, they would have had a very different understanding of where we're going.
And that remains true. And this call, if it did happen, corroborates exactly what President Trump has said from the beginning. And I'm sure many of you, when you read that alleged FBI report, probably thought to yourself, wow, this really cracks our narrative that we've been trying to push about this president for many years. So we're moving on from that.
Color me shocked that a leftist account on X called Fact Post would get it so wrong. Did you hear what she said? She said, when talking to the media, that the narrative that they've been crafting about this president for so many years, we're moving on from that. That's right. We're moving on from the narrative that the leftists have been trying to propagandize the American people with and gaslight us into oblivion, because now that we've seen over 4 million documents, we know, as we always did, that it's not true. And now everyone else knows. We're moving on from that. And we're moving on to more important things. Like, why are there so many Democrats and Hollywood celebrities and media moguls and business leaders and people who have been propping up and supporting the Democrat Party for decades? Why are they all over the Epstein files? That's the question that we're going to be moving on to.